Hello, I am Bernard Moens, the Global International Tax Services Leader of PwC. As we in the Northern Hemisphere are saying goodbye to a very warm summer, and the Southern Hemisphere is looking to welcoming spring and then their summer, the tax world really hasn't been standing still. We've seen a number of developments both at the supranational level as well as the domestic level that are worth noting, and I really wanted to talk to you about four of them. The first one is in Korea, where Korea introduced tax reform legislation that focuses on changing the tax treatment of royalties paid for patents that are registered outside of Korea, is expanding the research and development credit, and is also changing the way in which the burden of proof is placed in the case of what are considered to be abusive transactions. Second, in France, we have seen the introduction of what some have viewed as a controversial digital services tax, a 3% tax imposed on certain companies with revenues exceeding 750 million euro, as well as a delayed reduction in the corporate income tax rate. Third, we have seen in the US proposed regulations that deal with the sourcing of income earned from and paid for cloud computing transactions. This is a very important piece of proposed regulation because these rules impact a lot of the provisions of the Internal Revenue Code, including a number of them that have been enacted as part of US tax reform. And finally, Luxembourg proposed two bills, one that is designed to implement so-called ATAD2 on hybrid transactions, as well as DAC6, which is the mandatory exchange of information on certain cross-border arrangements. Those two bills need to pass through the legislative process in Luxembourg and are projected to be in effect starting next year. So if you want to know more about these important developments, please turn your attention to the newsletter and let us know if you have any questions or feedback. Thank you.